What is going on, guys? Matt Downs with Daily Grind Fantasy Sports, and in this video I'm going to be posting a 5 flex prize pick slip using mathematical advantageous plays on the sports books and comparing them directly to PrizePicks projections. Now, if you guys have not already hit that subscribe button, please do so because we post videos like this every single day. Now, let's go ahead and talk about why 5 flex prize pick slips are overall the best ROI slip type on PrizePicks. Reason is because it gives you the best bang for your buck. The average sports bettor is not profitable in the long run, and that's because you're hitting at an average rate of 50%, right? You flip a coin and you're going to hit on heads or tails. You're going to hit 50% of the time. That exact same thing exists when you look at a PrizePicks board because the average sports bettor is not educated on how sportsbooks make their money. PrizePicks has hidden juice within every single slip type, right? You go ahead and select 5 different player props here, and you change the over or under, and it's always going to pay out the exact same amount. But the average sports bettor doesn't know how much they're being penalized based on the exact slip type that they're choosing. So for 5 flexes, like I said, the PrizePicks payout never changes. You get 10 times for 5 out of 5, you get 2 times for 4 out of 5, and you get 0.4 for 3 out of 5. But if I were to make this a 2-man slip, and these were my 2 picks, I only get 3 times payout. And I know that it doesn't really mean anything on the surface, but if we take a look here at the EV calculator, let's just hypothetically say we use our example of 50%. The average sports bettor is going to hit at a 50% rate. You're going to lose money no matter what. The ROI is minus 2.5 here. But if we increase this thing, and I only know this because I've done this a million times, to 54.26%, I'm now looking at a positive ROI. So if you were to hit an individual leg percentage of 54.26% plus, and you're playing 5-man slips, you're gonna remain profitable in the long run. Now, again, we're gonna take this a step further and compare this to 2-man powers. If we put that exact same percentage and put 54.26%, if you hit your average leg at a 54.26% plus average percent chance here, you're not going to break even. You're going to lose money in the long term. Let's increase this to 55%. You're still going to lose money in the long term. Let's say you hit the average leg of 56%. Again, still losing money. But if we increase this thing all the way to 57.75%, you're then breaking even. So when comparing this to a 5 flex slip, break even at 54.26%, for a 2-man, that's 57.75. It's night and day which slip type is the best. Again, you're getting the best bang for your buck if you simply play 5-man slips over 2-man powers. And again, we know that the projections, the payouts never change whether you hit the over or under of any certain player. But that's why we take it a step further and we compare market odds, because the market odds know the best in the long term. Compare them directly to PrizePicks. When we identify a discrepancy or a deficiency in the market, that's when you take advantage of this on PrizePicks. So let's go ahead and build out a slip here. Again, I've been going back and forth and observing the market ever since I've been doing this video. There's a ton of League of Legends value, which I'll give to you here in just a second. If you guys are esports players, we just added a ton of esports. We added Dota recently to our PrizePicks optimizer. But I'm going to show you guys how to observe the market here. We'll go ahead and start out with League of Legends just because there's such a good discrepancy here. Exakick, I think that's his name. I think that's how you pronounce it. Let's go ahead and switch over and put an Exakick to our slip, and I'll explain why this is advantageous, at least when you compare market odds directly to PrizePicks. On Betano, which is a Canadian sportsbook, I think it's an overseas sportsbook, regardless, they have their projections set to 3.5. Now, again, the juice is a near even line, minus 118 odds on Betano. But on PrizePicks, if you play this in a 5-man slip, you're getting minus 119 implied odds at a 5 projection. So it would not make mathematical sense to take the projection and hit the over here when you can simply hit the over on Betano. So regardless of what you think about how this player is going to project, there's a huge market discrepancy. This market has not adjusted, meaning that the market hasn't, the sharp bettors haven't gravitated towards Betano or PrizePicks and hit this middle, because we're going to use that assumption that because this market has not adjusted yet, neither projection source is more accurate. So we're going to simply assume the middle, 4.5 is the most accurate projection, and we're going to hit the under on PrizePicks. And if you do have access to Betano, you can hit the over, and you're essentially creating a mathematical hedge here. Like, this is going to be a profitable bet if you're hitting similar type bets in the long term. Okay, so keep that in mind. Again, we're not using anything else but what the market is saying that this should be priced at, and we're using market deficiencies, and we're hitting the line because of that. So Exakick, we're going to hit the under here on PrizePicks. In this game, we're using this exact same logic to go ahead and hit the over here on PrizePicks at 3 because they're punishing you at minus 143 juice, which is a very juice line, to hit the over at 3.5 on Botano. You get this at 3 on PrizePicks. Like, this is a no-brainer bet, right? Just using that market knowledge. And they're not playing each other, so there's no correlation. That is perfectly fine. Sunmail, again, for Dota 2 player, looks like this is set to a 14.5 line on underdog. Like, there's huge market discrepancies here, and sharp bettors are not taking advantage of this enough to close this line. So let's go ahead and hit this on Dota. Sunmail, we're hitting the over because according to underdog, this projection is way too soft. Again, we're just comparing market odds. And last but not least, let's go ahead and throw in Abadage here. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Over 2.5, very juice line at Botano. No reason to not take the over here on PrizePicks using that knowledge. And right now we have a 4-man slip. We're going to go ahead and throw in one more. I want to go down to MLB because I know that this video is centered around MLB. However, the market is very, very accurate in these types of lines, so it's very hard to find these types of discrepancies when looking at major sports. Nonetheless, we can still do it. Usually, we only take 54.34% or higher for 5-man flexes for this to remain profitable in the long run. Regardless, the average leg has to be higher than 54.26%. So right now, 53.9, I have no problem because, again, the average leg is way higher than that 54.26% that we've been targeting because of these other plays that we put in. One was 65%. So I have no problem here in taking Devers under 1.5 total bases. And that is going to be the slip, guys. And again, this is the plus EV betting strategy. This is how you are able to remain profitable in the long run. If you're able to identify these market discrepancies, not enough people are doing this. PrizePicks is falling asleep at the wheel here. Guys, if you did enjoy this content, if you did enjoy these videos, please do hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and of course, smash that like button for all of our future MLB content. With all that being said, have a great rest of your day, and let's cash.